Hey guys, I just thought I would show you how Crysis runs on my computer. I'm running through the third loop on custom settings. Various options are on medium, high, very high. Right now, I don't know if you can see that, I'm getting about 20 frames per second, and I have post-processing and volumetric effects on very high because I find that the motion blur makes the game a lot more playable even at 20 frames per second. And once this runs over, I'll show you what settings I'm using. And even though the shaders are on medium, which is what saves the performance really, it looks a lot more like it's on high because almost everything else is on high settings or very high. So I'll just let you watch it. You'll have to pardon the unsteady hands. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes I think I have Parkinson's disease. Right now I'm in the lower teens. It always slows down around there. And the benchmark's over, I think. So the benchmark's done, and I just wanted to show you what the results were. First I'll go over the resolution. It's 1400 by 960. They don't have 1440 by 900, which is the native resolution of my laptop. The first 16 to 10 aspect ratio that I can even see is 1680 by 1050. I do not have anti-aliasing on, and I ran it in DirectX 10. The texture quality and object quality was at very high. The shadow quality was set to medium. The physics were at high and the shaders were at medium. The volumetric, game, and post-processing effects were all set to very high, while particle and water was set to high. As you can see, my minimum frames were 9.2 and my maximum were 27.8, and the overall average was 19.6 frames per second. And now, while it looks slow, the motion blur set by the post-processing and volumetric effects and the game effects make the game seem a whole lot more playable. And in just a bit, I'll show you the medium run. Okay guys, this is the medium run for my Crysis benchmark, and I'm not going to make you sit through the whole thing. I just thought I would kind of give you an idea of what the frames are. It's in the upper 20s, lower 30s, and I have about 10 frame per second gain. As you can see, it's going to the benchmark quite a bit quicker. And the game still looks good, but it's really not even close to the level that I had it before. And just looking at it, other than going faster, it doesn't seem any smoother because the motion blur is just not there, so the frames don't blend as well. And that's pretty much it. I've just finished the medium benchmark run. As you can see, I still have the resolution the same, 1400 by 960, still DirectX 10, and I'm just going to go straight to the frames. Minimum frames per second, 19.9. That was the average for my last run, and the maximum was 33.8. And let's see. Oh yeah, it was running DirectX 10, no anti-aliasing, 32-bit, quality and medium, and the overall average frames per second was 28.07. That's about 10% or that's about 10 frames per second faster. It's actually about 150% of what the last run was. So performance is improved quite a bit, but it's just my opinion that running it with the higher game effects and post-processing makes the game look smoother, just because the motion blur, I know I've said it before, but the motion blur really makes the frames blend together a lot better. So even though you're only going at 20 frames per second, it feels like 30 frames per second in a lot of other games. And that's just my 2 cents on Crysis. I hope you guys enjoyed it.